Welcome to the NAIA Women's Soccer National Championship Qualifier Reveal. I'm Jim Powers, and we are here at the NAIA headquarters in downtown Kansas City. In just a few moments, we will reveal all of the qualifiers and the bracket for the 39th Annual NAIA Women's Soccer National Championship, beginning with first-round play on November 17th at 10 sites around the nation. 40 teams will enter first-round play, and the winners of those 10 sites will advance to the NAIA Women's Soccer National Championship in Orange Beach, Alabama, beginning on November 29th. The march to the NAIA national title begins now. There are two primary ways that a team can qualify for the national championship field: by receiving either an automatic bid or an at-large bid into the tournament. The number of teams in each league determines the number of automatic bids in each conference. Leagues with 12 or more schools receive 2 automatic berths, while conferences with less than 12 institutions receive 1. Automatic bids are determined by each conference and can include conference regular season champions, regular season runners-up, tournament champions, or tournament runners-up depending on the league. The remaining berths not occupied by an automatic berth are determined by the NAIA Women's Soccer Selection Committee, comprised of NAIA head coaches and administrators from around the country. Now, let's take a look at the first and second round brackets. Let's get started in the Bartlesville Bracket in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, where the number 2 seed will be the Lancers of Grace. The Lancers earned an at-large berth with an overall record of 12-4-2. They will face the Drovers of the University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma. The Drovers earned an at-large berth out of the Sooner with an overall record of 16-2-1. The number 4 seed in the Bartlesville Bracket are the Broncos of Hastings. The Broncos earned their way in as the champions of the GPAC tournament with an overall record of 15-2-3. They will face the number 1 seeded Eagles of Oklahoma Wesleyan. The Eagles are the champions of both the KCAC regular season and tournament with an overall record of 20-0-1. Let's move to the Columbia Bracket in Columbia, Missouri, and the number 2 seed, the Saints of Aquinas. The Saints earned an automatic berth as the champions of the Wolverine Hoosier regular season and tournament. They will play the Jimmies of Jamestown. The Jimmies snagged an automatic berth as the winner of the GPAC regular season with an overall record of 14-5-2. The number 4 seed are the Wolves of Cardinal Stritch. The Wolves are the champions of the Chicagoland tournament with an overall record of 16-3-1. They will take on the number 1 seeded Eagles of Central Methodist. The Eagles are the champions of both the Hart regular season and tournament and enter first round play with an 18-2-1 record. In the Hattiesburg Bracket in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, the number 2 seed will be the Cougars of Columbia. The Cougars are the champions of the AMC tournament with an overall record of 16-3-1. They will match up against the Trojans of Taylor. The Trojans earned an at-large berth out of the Crossroads League with an overall record of 13-4-2. The number 4 seed in the Hattiesburg Bracket will be the Coyotes of Kansas Wesleyan. The Coyotes snagged an automatic berth as the number 2 seed in the KCAC tournament. They will face the number 1 seeded Crusaders of William Carey. The Crusaders earned an automatic berth as the tournament champions of the Southern States. The Indianapolis Bracket in Indianapolis, Indiana will feature the number 2 seeded Tigers of Campbellsville. The Tigers earned an automatic berth as the champions of the Mid-South tournament with an overall record of 11-5-1. They will take on the Pioneers of Mid-American Nazarene. The Pioneers were the runners-up of the Hart tournament with an overall record of 15-4-0. The number 4 seed are the Bruins of Bellevue. The Bruins earned an automatic berth out of the Continental as the tournament champions. They will take on the number 1 seeded Knights of Marion. The Knights grabbed an automatic berth as the champions of the Crossroads League tournament with an overall record of 17-0-2. Moving to the Lakeland Bracket in Lakeland, Florida, the number 2 seed will be the Warriors of Westmont. The Warriors took home an automatic berth as the champions of the GSAC tournament. They will face the Blue Raiders of Lindsey Wilson. The Blue Raiders earned an at-large berth with an overall record of 7-5-4. The number 4 seed in Lakeland are the Grizzlies of Georgia Gannett. The Grizzlies were the runners-up of the Continental Tournament. They will play the number 1 seeded Fire of Southeastern. The Fire grabbed an at-large berth with an overall record of 13-3-2. Let's take a short break for a word from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll look at the remaining 5 brackets.
The landscape of sports is changing. AI is the next evolution. We're bringing it to fields and gyms everywhere with Huddle Focus. Just mount it, set it, and forget it. Multiple lenses, AI player tracking, automatic recording, or record on the fly with the Focus app. Instant uploads and flexible live streaming options. AI is changing sports. Use it to your advantage. Visit huddle.com/focus today.
Welcome back. In the Prescott Bracket in Prescott, Arizona, the Eagles of Embry-Riddle are in as the regular season champions of the CalPAC. They will take on the number 3 seeded Eagles of Northwest. The Eagles were the champions of the Cascade regular season and tournament with an overall record of 17-1-2. The number 4 seed in Prescott will be the Eagles of Reinhardt. These Eagles earned their spot as the runners-up in the AAC tournament and will play with an overall record of 14-5. They will play the top-seeded Vikings of Missouri Valley. The Vikings earned an at-large berth with an overall record of 14-3-2. In the Pulaski Bracket in Pulaski, Tennessee, the Bees of Scad Savannah are in as an at-large berth out of the Sun Conference with an overall record of 14-4-1. They will take on the number 3 seeded Tigers of Olivet Nazarene. The Tigers also were the champions of the Chicagoland regular season with an overall record of 14-5-1. The number 4 seed in Pulaski will be the Eagles of Texas A&M Texarkana. The Eagles earned their spot as the champion of the Red River Tournament and enter play with an overall record of 17-1-1. They will play the top-seeded Firehawks of Tennessee Southern. The Firehawks earned an at-large berth out of the Mid-South and boast a 14-4-2 record on the year. Moving now to the Spring Arbor Bracket in Spring Arbor, Michigan, where the number 2 seed will be the Phoenix of Cumberland. The Phoenix earned an at-large berth with an overall record of 12-4-1. They will play the Chargers of Briarcliff. The Chargers earned an at-large berth out of the GPAC with an overall record of 13-2-4. The number 4 seed will be the Crusaders of Madonna. The Crusaders earned an automatic berth as the runners-up of the Wolverine Hoosier Tournament with an overall record of 15-5-1. They will take on the number 1 seeded Cougars of Spring Arbor. The Cougars also earned an at-large berth with an overall record of 14-1-3. In the West Palm Beach Bracket in West Palm Beach, Florida, the number 2 seed will feature the Bears of Truett McConnell. The Bears are the champions of both the AAC regular season and tournament with an overall record of 17-2-1. They will play the Yotes of the College of Idaho. The Yotes are the runners-up of the Cascade Tournament with an overall record of 15-3-2. The number 4 team is the Warriors of Westcliff. The Warriors were the champions of the CalPAC Tournament and will enter first-round play with a record of 12-4-2. They will face the number 1 seeded Seahawks of Kaiser. The Seahawks were the champions of the Sun Conference Tournament with an overall record of 19-0-1. Moving now to the Williamsburg Bracket in Williamsburg, Kentucky, where the number 2 seed will be the Wildcats of Indiana Wesleyan. The Wildcats earned an at-large berth with an overall record of 13-3-2. They will play the Golden Eagles of John Brown. The Golden Eagles earned an automatic berth into the field as the champions of the Sooner Conference Tournament with an overall record of 15-4-0. The number 4 seed will be the Cougars of IU Kokomo. The Cougars earned an automatic berth as the champions of the River States tournament with an overall record of 14-2-3. They will take on the number 1 seeded Patriots of the University of the Cumberlands. The Patriots snagged an at-large berth with an overall record of 15-1-3. Let's take one more look at the championship field. The 39th annual NAIA Women's Soccer National Championship gets started on November 17th at 10 sites throughout the nation, culminating with the NAIA Women's Soccer National Championship final site beginning on November 29th at the Orange Beach Sportsplex in Orange Beach, Alabama. Catch all of the action in the National Championship on the NAIA Network and the final match on ESPN3. Thanks for watching and good luck to all of our qualifiers.